he wanted to go in life. He then attended Rochester Institute of Technology and graduated in 2006. From 2008 through 2012, he started a real estate business with his dad, began an internet marketing business, left his full-time job, and since then has written the #1 Amazon best-selling book. He's spoken to over 3,000 entrepreneurs from every state in the United States and every province in Canada, launched numerous online products, and has set a goal of helping over 10,000 entrepreneurs in 2016. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bob McIntosh.
All right. Good afternoon, staff, faculty, alumni, parents, and most importantly, the class of 2016. Thank you for inviting me to share some thoughts with this year's graduating class. Class of 2016, if you're excited to graduate, let me hear you. Mr. Movali, that was kind of weak. We can probably just cancel this. I think we're done. Let me hear you if you're excited. Much better. That's what I like to see. You guys are awesome. So I was asked to share a few words of wisdom and hope that you will follow some of this wisdom out into the world and make your own mark. Now, as a teenager, I rarely listen to anyone, and so I don't necessarily expect that you'll listen to me, but in order to make sure that you can, I have 4 simple things that I want to share with you. 4 things that I learned in the last 15 years since leaving those same seats that you guys are sitting in right now. And these are 4 things that I wish someone had told me those 15 years ago for me to learn, so I didn't have to learn those things as we move forward. So that's it. 4 simple things. Let's get into it. Number 1, be yourself. Not the picture-perfect you that you think you need to be. It's easy with today's culture of curated selfies on Instagram and continuous videos of our lives on Snapchat and social media that stores everything that we do forever, to think that everyone that we follow out there has a perfect life. But it's simply not true. In fact, the other day, while in LA, where I live, at a brunch, I watched a woman take 35 minutes to take the perfect selfie. All right? Don't get caught up in that game. It's a trap. No one has a perfect life, and the more perfect it seems, the crazier it is on the other side of that device that's portraying it. There are highs and lows in life, and these are natural and expected. When you are real, authentic, and honest with people, they will be your biggest true fans. It doesn't matter what vacations you go on, it doesn't matter where you're having brunch on Sunday, or what parties you're getting invited to, especially with college coming up. When you choose to be real and you choose to create value for others, that's when true success will follow. So choose to not follow the crowd and be yourself instead. Number 2, no matter what, keep trying. At some point in your life, you're going to fail. But only if you're bold enough to try first. Get used to it, embrace it, and learn to love it. We are taught, and society has taught us, to look at failure as a bad thing, to avoid it, to scorn it like that bad bathroom mirror selfie. You know what I'm talking about. This is the traditional path, which will lead to traditional lives, living traditional results and having a traditional impact. And I'm here to tell you that failure is okay. I have failed, but I've also picked myself back up and tried again. Is it easy? Never. But anything usually worth doing is never easy. So be bold in your choices, be reckless with your caution, and know that when you fail, it will inevitably bring you one step closer to success. Take, for example, one of my personal business heroes, Mark Cuban, widely known for his role on the show Shark Tank. Before he sold his tech company for billions of dollars to Yahoo, he failed and failed and failed again. He failed as a carpenter. He failed as a cook. He failed as a waiter who couldn't even open a bottle of wine. Not a very good waiter, if you ask me. All right, but yet he is now wealthier than all of the other sharks on Shark Tank combined. How many times you fail doesn't matter. What matters is picking yourself back up and trying again until you get it right. Because you only need to get it right once. Number 3, choose your people wisely. The world's most powerful currency is connections. Find the people that want to be with you no matter what, and invite them along your journey as you leave Lockport High School. Let them propel you further in life as you propel them further in life as well. At every juncture in my life, there has been people propelling me along to do better than I was before. Some of these people have included my parents, who honestly have supported me more than they probably ever should have through all my failures and everything else that I've done in my life and where I've been, no matter what. Their unwillingness to support me is amazing. Through my sister, who despite being the butt of almost all of my jokes, still loves me nonetheless. To my friends who sat in those seats where you guys are right now with me 15 years ago, and who still get excited about what I'm working on today. To my teachers, mentors, coaches, and those who have helped me along the way, whose advice has usually seemed useless, but actually turned out to be ridiculously wise. All of these people have helped propel me to become the person I am today. It has been said that you are the sum of the 6 people you spend the most time with. So look around you and choose your 6 wisely. They will help you propel to whatever you want to be, or not. Number 4, don't live in fear. Fear will rule your life if you let it. It will often be disguised as practicality, but it's not. It's just plain, old, ugly fear. Learn to unmask it if you want an amazing life. When I first chose to write my book, my brain said, "Who are you to write a book? Why would anyone want to listen to you?" And I listened to that voice for over a year. Not because it was practical advice, because fear made me think it was. In 2012, I was just weeks away from a big promotion, a title change, and a much-deserved pay raise at my full-time job. With all that on the line, my brain said, just wait a little bit. Get those things you've worked for. You don't need to quit just yet. And although that seemed practical, logical, even downright sensible, it was really just fear dictating to me. However, I didn't let fear rule my life. I quit that good job with a good pay to do something bigger with my life, and I ventured off to being a professional speaker and expanding my role as an entrepreneur. Despite the unknown, that's what I chose. I wrote that book. I became a #1 Amazon bestseller, on launch day, nonetheless. Chuck Palahniuk, the author of the book Fight Club, a movie that many of you have probably watched. If not, you need to go see it. Fantastic movie. Said, find out what you're afraid of and go live there. The next time you find yourself doing something because it seems practical or logical, I challenge you to see if it's really fear behind that mask. And if it is, unmask it and choose to go live there and see what kinds of amazing things can happen for you. So that's it. 4 simple things that I wish someone had told me 15 years ago. For the first time in many of your lives, it's up to you to choose your own way. But there will be times that you choose wrong, but more importantly, will be the times that you choose right. So don't sweat the choices, just choose. Thank you very much.
Continuing with the program,